What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of What Are They Cooking, the series where we showcase the craziest Edison format ideas conceived by you, the audience. And as always, if you're a member of the audience, you got a cool replay you'd like to share, you can go to the Discord link in the description and put it in the Edison format replays channel over there. Starting off, of course, with a macro show replay. We always know these are good. What actually is he cooking? He's got Summoned Skull in here. I think this is some sort of hex-sealed fusion dark calling thing, but I haven't really seen it in action yet, so I guess we're going to be getting my first initial thoughts here. The opponent playing Ancient Gear Machina, looks like. Definitely a blast from the past there a little bit. No one really... Oh, Sangan Search Armageddonite. They're definitely on some sauce as well. You know, half the fun of this series is actually getting to see what the opponents are playing, because sometimes the opponents are playing something equally whack, or even more so. So we're going to search for Tomato here. That's going to crash, get us a nice little +1 on the Armageddonite. Okay, Trag going to be dropped, but it can't steal the Tomato. There's no level 4s in hand, so it's just going to have to run into it. We go into a Dark Hex Sealed Fusion, which is just going to get tributed for Caius. Okay, but with Dark Hex Sealed Fusion in the grave, I think we can use it for... We can use it for Dark Calling, maybe? I mean, it is a rock. Are they all rocks, actually? All the Hex Sealed Fusions? Maybe they are. So the opponent activates a Trade-In, which they are apparently playing. Revive Level Eater, attack with Fortress. Okay, we're going to Common Charity. And oh my god, we are on this sauce? How do you have room for this? So I guess we're playing some Common Charity, Escape from the Dark Dimension technology in here. We're going to go for 35 Dark Gaia. Dark Gaia is going to switch this thing to attack mode. Presumably... we could also make a Black Skull Dragon in here, I guess? Is that the... I hope we get to see that come out, because that would be quite wild. We're going to set Escape from the Dark Dimension. Opponent's just going to go for some Machina plays here, and equip onto the guy to play around Mirror Force. That's going to crash. That outs the Dark Gaia, and they get in for 25. So we're getting pretty low here. We can get back the Dark Hex Sealed Fusion. Caius is the back row. That's going to eat a Torrential Tribute. Now we have Brain Control to attack for game. Quite a sacky way for the game to end, but, you know, it is what it is. Move it on to game number 2. And the opponent is on Quick Draw as well, and Iron Wall. Man, they're on some spice, too. I don't know if it's on the level of this. Dark Magician. Man, you're playing Dark Magician in here? What is this, like, for Dark Paladin or something? I actually need to see... Imagine your opponent tributes the Sang and you're like, oh shit, they're going to Caius me, but then just a Summon Skull comes out. Alright, whatever. I don't know. I hope we get to see some Dark Paladin or whatever, but I don't know if we are. We're just going to drop Dad. And the Dark Armed is pretty good. Iron Wall is going to be chained so that they can't further Dad pop anything, which is good, I guess. Maybe should have just been activated straight off the bat if they were on 3 Darks, but, you know, you can't always have the heads-up play there. We're just going to pitch, bring out Fortress, which will now trade with the Cataster, and I guess they're just hoping that the Dad can't become live under the Iron Wall at all. Hopefully no Typhoon or Storm. We're going to go for Bryonic, and the play actually doesn't get banished, and now bouncing the Iron Wall, I think that's pretty much going to be the end of the game, because the Dark Arm Dragon is just going to go ahead and pop absolutely everything, including the Fortress, and we're just going to pop our own back row for some reason, and then activate Return for the different... All right. We're seeing how far we can go. We did get to see Black Skull Dragon sighting. It wasn't needed, but let's be real, it was needed. If you're a macro show, you had to go for the full play there, and here comes the Black Skull Dragon. It hits the board. We don't get to see, I guess, Dark Paladin, which is what I'm assuming it would be, but we do get to see the legendary boy from Metal Raiders. I always loved the Black Skull Dragon like design. I think this is a really cool looking card art. I don't know if anyone feels that same way. It's one of my favorite OG cards from back in the day, but yeah, that's the macro show's Dark Calling Hex Sealed Fusion thing. Really cool. Okay, what do we got next? We got oh yeah, Ben K OTK. I think we showed one of these like 6 months ago, but the player cheated in the replay, so we got another one. And it looks like we're on Bamboo Sword stuff, which, I mean, hey, it's a draw engine, I guess. Reset Reckless, level limit. We were going to get Stormed, but we were just drawing 4 with Reckless Greeds. Are they going to Purple Light? Okay, so we're only going to get to draw 2 here. That actually kind of matters a lot. And the opponent getting super aggressive here with Soul of Purity and Light, we actually just concede the game straight then and there. I don't think they had lethal, but our hand was maybe just like not enough, and we were under reckless. So I can kind of see what was going on there. So we're going to be using the Iron Blacksmith Kotetsu to get an equip spell here. That's going to go ahead and grab the Broken Bamboo Sword. We're going to upstart, and we're just going to pass. I guess the opponent is on some kind of Tethys build. I mean, it's definitely fairies. Maybe it's just fairies with like purple lights. Anyway, here's the win con, right? The thing that sucks about this is we do lose if they like have honest ever. But they don't have honest, so we are fine. We just going to have a 6k attack Ben K attacking like 4 times or something. So yeah, the opponent is going to be very dead to the 11d bajillion damage here. We actually don't go for it here, which we would have won, but we're just I don't know. We're just trying to find a way around honest. I feel like this is actually worse because now they summon a Nova Summoner, and now I don't even think we can do it. How do we play our way out of this? We could have just gone for game over that dim alch, but yeah, I guess we have to. Okay, mage power, equip. Oh, okay, never mind. What am I talking about? We have the a direct attack shooting starbow thing. Could we not have just done this earlier, or did we not have enough? Maybe we just didn't have enough actually, because this thing like, okay, it loses 1,000. Maybe we actually just didn't have enough and we needed to wait. That's a possibility. But yeah, we can attack directly 3 times for 3,000. So we're just hitting them for 9,000 with the Ben K. Wow, what a cheese deck, actually. Very annoying to play against, I'm sure. But yeah, that's... I'm pretty sure they didn't cheat this time, at least. So we got to see what Ben K OTK actually does in Edison format. Next up, we have a pretty cool match between some kind of Gadget thing, playing this card, by the way, and Infernities. Like I said, sometimes the opponent is cooking some stuff as well, and this is no exception to that rule. We're going to go for Greffer, Pitch, Mally, Send to Plague, just going to attack. Potentially they have a pretty crazy turn next turn if they can drop Dad and do level 8 Synchro Play, but I think we have Solemn, and this card will like negate everything too, so gonna be maybe a bit of the tough one for the opponent. We try to drop Dad. They flip up Grave of the Super Ancient Organism or something, which negates the Dad, and then the Dad can't attack, so it's basically useless. This is a pretty funky kind of... it's usually like a weird side deck card. No one really plays it, but... I mean, it can be good in certain matchups here. We draw the Mally, which is distinctly bad. I mean, we can put it back for Plague, so it's not like a big deal. But putting it back for Plague also doesn't do anything so long as this stupid Floodgate thing is on the field. And apparently we're out of gadgets. We must be playing 2-2-2, I guess. So none of this 3F nonsense. Looks like we are going to be making... What do you make here? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, right? Because, yeah, it's just like a big guy to wall. We're going to have Bottomless for the Warrior Lady. They could have Judgmented there to try and get in for a lot of damage, but they choose not to. And Infernity Archfiend top deck is... I mean, it's not bad. It gets you a Necromancer. It's not as crazy as it is when there's Infernity Tuners in the card pool, or Launcher, or any of that, or the trap cards that don't suck, you know, or like the Infernity cards in general that are good that aren't just Archfiend and Necromancer. Kind of sucks. Infernities are missing a lot of pieces in Edison format, but I mean they're grinding their way out of this one. In a game where they can't use any of their like synchro plays because all the high level monsters are stuck under this floodgate. So I can't say they're doing too bad here. Setting Torrential, and this is definitely a prime Torrential moment to try and stop the Stratos pop effect. Unfortunately, the Solemn Judgment will be used now. So wait, we didn't go for the pop effect. I guess maybe not as good as a Torrential as we would have thought, but it still gets Judgmented. And they run over everything, and now we bring out Necromancer. Necromancer Revive, that eats a Bottomless. Grand Mole, going to hit in. We have to Fiendish Chain that Grand Mole so that we can keep our Necromancer wall up. Rhoda going to grab the Armageddonite. Are we setting another Krebons? So I guess we're just hoping we can draw some kind of Power Well, I guess, at this point. Escape from the Dark Dimension, though, going to be flipped. Bring out that Catastor. Catastor's going to get in, but it gets... Actually, it doesn't get booked. I don't know. Why not just book it and plan to run it over with the alien? They just knew they were going to draw Smashing, I guess. That's just how it is. So we're going to attack for... Is this thing supposed to be banished? Is that how this thing works? When this card leaves the field? I feel like I should just go to the grave. Am I missing something? Does it really work that way? I don't know. Okay, we draw into return. End phase Typhoon. I guess they can wall with RFDD, but obviously that's not great. Would have been a lot better if they could have done that aggressively on their turn. They draw into a Greffer. I don't know what you need to draw at this point in Infinity player. Brain Control doesn't do it. They don't have enough life points. So very close game, but gonna go to the Gadget player. That Grave of the Super Ancient Organism thing was pretty PogChamp there. Actually, it was really strong. It's on the stopping the Dark Arm Dragon, stopping the level 8 Synchro plays. Speaking of stopping the Dark Arm Dragon, we have Royal Oppression, which yeah, not looking too good here for the Infernity player. They're kind of just getting floodgated to death. They draw another Magic Planter. That does not help. Dang. They're actually just getting stomped game 2. What can you do? We draw into a Fiendish Chain. Okay. Wait, they can Fiendish one of these, and then they can draw 2 cards, and then maybe we could somehow... Okay, Heavy Storm. Okay. We're getting places. We have a Plague Mally play. We could go for Dark End Dragon, or we can go into Thought Ruler. I guess that's fine. Should maybe have gone Stardust, though. Yeah, actually, Stardust would have been so much better. Apparently, we just believe that we can't smashing this, but we're wrong. You could just smashing... Okay, no. We were just waiting a turn to smashing it for some reason. Because I guess we had this thing. I don't know. Tough luck for the opponent here. They go Blind Allure. They don't hit it, and they concede the game, so... Yeah, game 2 wasn't that close. Game 1 was quite close, though. So that's... What are we calling this? Like, Grave of the Super Ancient Organism Gadgets? I don't know. It's Gadgets with a weird... Oh, it's like Hero Gadgets, actually, because we have... Stratos is like your 7th Gadget or something, I guess. I don't know. It's Hero Gadget Grave of the Super Ancient Organism stuff. Okay, next up, we have, to finish out the video, as per tradition, we have a different format. So we got Hat here, and I think we've seen Hat before. We know what Hat is. It's a 2014 format. Probably like the last format that's considered old Yu-Gi-Oh, quote unquote, maybe. There's not like a great exact line when the game became modern, because there are definitely, I mean, our formats in like 2015, 2016 don't exactly play like modern either, but they definitely don't play like retro. So maybe there's like a buffer zone in there, but Hat is sort of regarded as the last retro format. Anyway, we're seeing Trap Tricks versus the Dragon deck. Yeah, Dragon Rulers are still at 1 in this format, so there's a pretty insane Dragon deck that exists with triple Soul Charge and like triple Skill Drain. It's super obnoxious. The Skill Drain is like, oh, it's toxic. All right, we're gonna flip up Redux, and the opponent is just playing. It looks like they're playing just. Are they playing the hands, or is this? I feel like people usually don't play the hands. They just play like Artifact Trap Tricks now, and like Card Car. It's like cat instead of hat or something. CAT instead of HAT. I don't know for sure that's what's going on here, though. They could just be playing one of the old school build. We get hit with a Void Trap Hole. Absolutely wild. But the Redux is going to let us search the Mythic Tree Dragon. And that's going to allow us to go for a rank 8 play. Oh, no, wait, we can't. We're under Skill Drain. Never mind. We can't go for a rank 8 play until they add our Skill Drain. We've got Cards of Consonance, Upstart Goblin, Dragon Shrine, just like loading up the graveyard for all these Dragon Rulers to have endless fodder. Maxi going to be trade 1 for 1. They're on Thunder Dragon? Is that normal? That just physically... I don't know. I don't know, actually, if that's... I haven't kept up with Hat enough, clearly, because why are they playing Thunder Dragon? There's got to be a reason. Okay, we got Phoenix Wing and End Phase here, and we're going to go trade in. We're going to try to swing with Blaster. Of course, is the Skill Drain stopping this from going back to hand, I guess? I think that's how that works. Damn, the Skill Drain is actually so crazy in this deck. It's, like, not fair. We're going to make Stardust. Burial is going to let us fill up even more fodder for the graveyard for just summon out a bunch of Dragon Rulers, and it's looking like this is going to be a tough game for the... Yeah, the cat player, the at player, whatever. What are we calling their deck? Oh, it's Piper. So it's Pat? Alright. What does Piper do? I guess they're playing like a lot of level 1 hand traps, maybe. They're playing DD Crow. We're going to see what Piper does. Is it going to hit a level 1? No. It's going to hit Soul Charge, though, which is pretty good. Damn, the craziest, most obnoxious thing about this format is Soul Charge at 3. It's like so toxic, actually. All right, we're going to go for Black Ship of Corn. That's one way to out the Flambeau Guard, I guess. Phoenix Wing Wind Blast going to take out a back row. Now we go for Soul Charge for 3. That's going to eat a Max C and a Bottomless. But we can get a search off the title, go for the Mythic Water Dragon, and then just pass. The Black Ship's going to eat another one of these, and then attack over the other one. Wait, no, we're not attacking. We're Soul Charging instead. Okay. So we're going to use the Piper to draw 1. Once again, no level 1 monster going to be hit there. We're going to Crow, and then Daigusto Emerald to put back 3, get a draw, and set Debug Typhoon. This game looking pretty good for the Piper player. Another Maxi. Apparently that's a... Yeah, okay. This is like an inherent summon or something. So they can go into Felgrand, hit with a Void Trap Hole again. Which does not negate the summon, so they should be getting a Maxi draw, right? All right, Burial from the Different Dimension, going to give us more Dragon Ruler Fodder, but our freaking Redox gets debunked and removed from the game here, which I don't think we get the Redox search there. We're playing hands, okay. So Consonants, now we draw into a Soul Charge, which eats a Typhoon. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't have set that. Maybe we should have held it. We're probably losing the game anyway. Like, the game's just over, right? Daigusto Emerald, put everything back, draw 1. I guess this isn't lethal. But, I mean, they have Crow, they have Sanctum. I don't see how you're playing through this. I mean, we can try the... No, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Okay, they go into... What's that guy called? He's the rank 5 that bounces things, but it's a Constellar Pleiades. That's what he's called. Okay, I was blanking on the name for some reason, but... All right, we're starting off with a pretty strong hand. Foolish, Send... Oh, this is like the last format with first turn draw as well, right? Yeah, I think we still have first turn draw. So we're going to do a bunch... This is a pretty strong turn 1. Resolving lots of draw cards, filling up the graveyard with lots of dragons, making a Stardust, set, pass. Opponent got a Dark Hole, we're just going to negate that. They can out the back row then, and then Crow the Stardust, so they're feeling kind of fine there. Summon out Dianea. I mean, I guess that's fine. Set Debunk. Set the Soul Charge as a bluff. We're going to send our Blaster. Blaster going to come out. These Dragon Ruler things, man, they're crazy. It eats a debunk, though. That's strong. Fire Hand, though, crashing is really, really powerful here. Going to go into the Ice Hand. I guess Ice Hand would have been a little better, but... there's Piper. Come on, hit a level 1 monster. What? This guy is terminally unable to hit a level 1. Are you even playing Valor? Is Valor even good in this format? I'm not actually sure. It's probably not that great against dragons. So we're going to go Summon Sidra, activate Soul Charge. Okay, the cool thing is we're just Soul Charging for 1. The Soul Charge was like a glorified upstart goblin, actually. It was pay 500, draw 1. The one is Sanctum, though, which is really nice. They can go for Beagle Attack, pop their own Moral Attack. Moral Attack can pop the Ice Hand, but the Ice Hand's now going to go off and kill that Bottomless Trap Hole, but apparently we don't have a Fire Hand in deck. Okay, I guess we must be on a minimal hand package or something. So we're going to go for Murmillo, Pleiades again, run over the Ice Hand. That one's not going to get an effect because there's no spell trap on the field. Bounce the set monster and just attack. Big damage, set, pass. We draw into a Soul Charge. It is not live. We're going to try and go crazy with the Fire Hand here, but Pleiades can just bounce it. We're trying to wall up with Redox. Is that going to work? Actually, maybe it will, but it is going to go back to our hand. Could they not have bounced our Redox with this thing? I feel like... Blah, 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 blah. Oh, it cannot be activated this turn if it's summoned this way. Okay. I've only ever seen this thing get hard summoned, actually. Maybe. So I didn't know that, but yeah. We're going to Soul Charge. Go for Excita. What a dumb, stupid, dumb card that they printed here. End Phase Decree. No way. We're back in this. We're back in the Exciton. All it took was one Exciton. They're going to summon out. Nope, it's just over. It's just over. We actually came back into this game with Exciton Knight pop their whole field, huh? They did kind of play into it, but wow. That is wild. Wild that we won that one. Pretty crazy hat match, actually, to close out the video. But yeah, that's going to finish it up for today. As always, hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought in the comment section. I'll see you in the next one.